Hello, beautiful ones. This is Therapist Talk. I'm Kim,
I'm Tamiko.
and we're so glad to be here with you guys one more time. We hope that you had a great week. And we're going to talk about a couple of things today. We're going to show you, I know last week we spoke to you about how to, the importance of knowing yourself. That's something that we talked about. And this week, we want to show you exactly what that could look like. And it's a pretty simple way. It's just a couple of questions. It's a way for you to be able to identify your emotions. Because a lot of times we know what makes us angry, but it's like sometimes it's all almost like a cloud, right? Like, because then so many things will make us angry. We're not able to be as concrete as we need to be so we can have a plan. What do you think?
Yeah. No, I love that. You know what? I use a lot with my clients too. I love this so much. My friend Sarah gave me this for my birthday. No, not for my birthday, for graduating. This is what she gave me. This feeling.
Oh, oh, well, yes. That's a
I love it so much. Yeah, it's a pillow doll.
cool.
It's a pillow.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. But I want that. Yeah.
The link. Yeah, I want that.
Uh, yeah, but I love this a lot because it has like here, we have anger, right? But then it goes into this feelings. Like, let's go beyond those emotions. What are you actually feeling? Are you disappointed? Are you angry? Like, are you frustrated? What's beyond that? Okay, let's go a little bit further. I love this. I use it all the time. So myself and in sessions.
Yeah, I really do want the link.
Okay, I'm gonna ask Sarah. She's also a therapist. She's the one who gave it to me.
Okay. Thanks, Sarah. So that's what we talk about today. We want you to really start being very concrete with what you're feeling. Identify your emotion. One of the things that I do with my clients, I say, hey, what's your glow? What's your grow? And what's your win? Your glow is anything during that past week that made you happy. It brought you some kind of joy. Your grow is something that you know that you still need to work on within yourself. And your win is something that you're personally proud of. Okay. It's a way for you to be present with your week and with your life, right? Because sometimes we're on autopilot and we're not, we're like, what's happening this week? Everything is a blur. I hear that all the time. Everything is a blur. No, we want to narrow it down so that you can know the triggers and know what's going on. So I'm going to start my glow, which is my happy, joyous moment for the week. It's my mommy's birthday. My mommy's birthday. So that makes me very happy to know that my mom is still here and it's her birthday. My grow is that I'm working on how to get a handle on my cravings. I realize in my nutrition, something's off. I'm having these cravings and it's like I always need to be chewing. And so I'm really trying to get a handle on like, okay, what's going on? Why are you craving certain types of food more than the other? So I'm looking into that. So I want to improve in that in terms of nutrition, which is important. I got some really good feedback from my clients about how much they have felt that they've grown in therapy and how much they enjoy having me as a therapist and how much I've taught them. So to me, I'm personally proud of that. So those are my glow, my grow, and my win. What's yours, Tam?
So in terms of my glow, I think I said I wasn't going to talk about it, but I am ready. I think the joy moment for me was dealing with life after one of my animals passed away because of a neighbor across the street. I'll tell you how this neighbor is involved in this. There's this older lady who lives across the street who I think she was meant to be everyone's grandma.
Oh,
She's just the kindest, sweetest older person. She's also ridiculously active for her age.
okay.
She's close to 80, and this woman is, I see her out of street. She's always going somewhere, walking somewhere. She's shoveling her driveway in the winter. We offer to do it. Well, sometimes we're out there with her. She's just like, it keeps me young. She'll shovel other people's driveway. She is really inspirational, okay? But one day, I think it was the day after we had to put our animal down because they were sick. I'm driving by and she stops me in the middle of the street. This woman lives directly across from me. I could have pulled it. But she stops me in the middle of the street to tell me how proud she is of me because she knows I'm done with school. And then all of a sudden, she started talking about her journey, about the next phase in her life, and how she knows she's accomplished her mission. That's what she said. Like, when my time comes to go, and I didn't say anything about my animal. She knew nothing had just happened. She just went from, I'm proud of you, to, you know what, I've been thinking about the next phase of my life. And I really think I've accomplished my mission. I've raised my children. I married the love of my life. I have a home that I love. When it's my time to go, I've accomplished my mission. And, oh, sorry, this was the day before.
The day before? Okay.
This was the day before, and this is why I remember. Because when I came home that day and I was looking at my animal, I'm like, babe, you accomplished your mission. Because I had gotten him right after my brother passed away.
Okay.
And he helped me so much with grieving. So then to now be grieving him, I really thought you accomplished your mission. So I felt joy in realizing that before he passed away. Because I feel sometimes we realize that after people or animals pass away. So that was my joy.
Felt that before. That's beautiful. Thanks.
Thanks, babe. My grow is trying to sort out the next phase of psychotherapy and what I want that to look like, my own business, all of those pieces. So baby steps, but I'm proud of the steps. And then my win, which really does tie into that, was I had a new client this week, a referral from, yeah. And I went in very confident, not arrogant, but confident in my skills. And she's one of the first new people.
Right.
And it just felt good. I felt good knowing I could be that space for a client, knowing that even though I was grieving, I wouldn't get lost in my grief. So I was just really proud of the mind frame in which I went into the session.
Okay.
So I'm at 3.
Yeah. So we want you all to think about doing that every week, like as you go through your week, whether you started on Sunday or you started up depends. Right? Today. Hey, think about that. What's your glow? What's your grow? And what's your win? Okay. Stay present with your life. All right. So today we're going to do something fun. We want to show you what it looks like to do emotional identification through a couple of questions. Okay. So the first question is, what makes us sad? So each of us, we're going to answer that for you. So you get an idea. You get an idea of who we are and how we identify our emotions and the things that trigger us. And we want you all to practice that as well. It is simple. It is free. Get a few people that you trust. The other day, I went on a trip to Old Saybrook with some girlfriends, and I was like, hey, let's do something fun, So they thought it was going to be something. They did not know it was going to be a bunch of questions about what makes you angry, what makes you sad, what makes you happy. But they had a blast and they participated. So try it. Okay. So the first one is, what makes us sad? So for me, Tam, mistreatment of humans makes me very, very sad. To see human beings be mistreated. What also makes me sad is whenever I see people that don't see their own worth. Whenever I'm around people, whenever I'm speaking to people, and it's not only in the therapy setting, just in general, and I'm just like, they don't see their worth. And you see that by how they choose what they choose and how they, how they behave in so many different ways, how they talk about themselves, how they refer to themselves. So those are the things that really makes me sad. When people don't see their worth, humans are mistreated.
Okay.
What about you?
For me, it is, even though I understand grief in various levels, and we've definitely dealt with it throughout the years through our losses, it still makes me sad. Grieving makes me sad.
I get it.
It does. Another thing that makes me sad is working with people who, very similar to yours, working with people who mistreat other people, right? I work in, outside of therapy, I work in a care home, let's say, right? And I think sometimes people do forget their humanity.
Mm.
I think some people sometimes get into like their lives or the repetitious nature of our job, being bored with that and not wanting to do that and not really expressing themselves well. So not treating the clients well.
Okay.
So that really makes me sad when you forget that at some phase in your life, you or someone you love could be in this position.
In position. In position. The next one is what gets us annoyed. So what gets me annoyed, I don't like luggage, like dirty luggage on the bed. Even if I see it on a movie. Me too. Ever put it on the bed? I'm like, are you kidding me? Or dirty clothes on the bed.
Let's go with the foot up on the bed.
The foot up on the bed. I don't like it. It's annoying. It's annoying. And another thing that's annoying to me are self-centered people. I'm like, you're weird. Like the world does not revolve around you. Like your opinions and your no. The world is vast. So take into consideration other people's gifts and contributions and their own being, right? Like, yeah, self-centered people and comparisons. I hate I'm annoyed at comparisons. Everyone needs to be able to be free to be them, be who you are in terms of how you show up in the world and your alignment. Don't compare me to nobody. Nope. Yeah. So those what are you?
Okay, I'm gonna steal the bed one because that's a really good one.
Telling
I
you.
watched a movie the other day and they put the wheels of the suitcase by the pillow. It's like I gotta take a pause. I gotta pause this movie.
Mm-hmm.
What annoys me is, I say so silly, but I do find it annoying when people talk about themselves in third person.
Really?
I find that so annoying.
Okay.
How I'm just like, we know who you are. Are you that dissociated from yourself?
Right.
Third person.
Right. Right.
I think you're not being genuine when you do that. Yeah, that's what it comes across to me as. And I think that's why I find it annoying.
Okay.
Which ties into the other thing I find annoying.
Yeah.
People who lie.
Yeah.
I find liars really annoying. If I can't trust your word, trust you're going to do what you say, yeah, it's annoying to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. The next one is angry. What gets me angry is passive aggressive communicators. When I tell you angry, and I don't get angry, anger is not an emotion that I often resort to. I use how to work through things and
Yeah.
but but passive aggressive, if you cannot be straightforward with what you want to say with clarity and conviction, that angers me. So I try either to not be around people or I bring it up. I bring it to the forefront and say, hey, is this I ask for clarification. Is what are you saying here? Because I that angers me. And I need to know that because I need to know the environments I'm in. I need to know my audience when I'm around passive aggressive because that my emotions can flare. Oh yeah. Passive communicators.
Yeah. Then that's how I'm with liars. Almost exactly word for word what you said. I do have to check myself when I'm talking with someone who I know is lying to me. Right? There might be moments you're not too sure. I hate that too, but I'm not sure. But when I know you're lying to me, and a lot of times, honestly, I just call people out on it.
Right.
You do.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm just like, I'd rather you be honest and we have a really difficult conversation if that's what it needs to be,
Mm-hmm.
or you be honest and then we talk about where each of us could take something with a grain of salt.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I was wrong on something. I could apologize for that. Maybe you're wrong on something. Maybe you can apologize for that. But just being straightforward.
How would that like how can you tell me like how you would actually like bring it to the forefront?
Okay, so there've been times, right, where I'll just have a conversation with someone and I was just like, listen, I won't get into who told me this specific thing, but I just want to check if it's true or not. Because, and this is what I do, because it doesn't seem like something you would do.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Did you do the specific thing? And trust me, specific.
Yeah.
Did you say this specific thing? Because this is what I have been told, or this is what someone said they saw.
Okay. Okay.
I'm telling you, most of the time when I say this, people start to stutter because they usually don't like continue the lie, which I'm thankful for.
Sure.
But then they also have to kind of check themselves in terms of that. You're right. It really isn't like me. So, okay, let's look at it a little deeper. Why did you do that? Why were you trying to disparage me? Did that make you feel better in some way?
Right.
So they did heal something within you. Like, I just don't get it. But
Mhm.
for us to continue in a relationship or a friendship or whatever it is, I'm just trying to understand because my pet peeve is someone who lies. And I'll just straight up say it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hate it, babe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get you. I do.
My thing.
I do. I do.
And then I don't like when people are inconsistent.
Yeah. Yeah. Say what you mean. Say what you mean. It's just be willing to deal with the consequences, right? If that's how you feel about something, you know, respectfully say what you mean, because adults can have conversations even when they don't agree,
Exactly.
and you owe it to yourself to be honest.
Or that's out. Or you don't have to say it
Yeah.
because you're gossiping, you're spreading rumors, you're spreading lies. Go and deal with the harm that's within you. Like, you're not making anyone's life better by doing that. And you're not making your life better by doing that.
Hmm.
So sometimes you just actually don't need to say anything.
Yeah. The next one is happy. Happy. So for me, great customer service. Great customers. And I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like customer service is getting from bad to worse. I'm like, what is happening with customer service these days in 2025? So when I do get really good customer. I'm like, it's nice. It makes me happy. It makes my day. It's a joy. It's a it's a joyful thing. Another thing is my mom got me these flannel red pajamas. When I tell you make me happy, I put the jammies on and I have myself a bowl of 7 Sundays berry cereal. It doesn't take a lot from me because I have grassroots gratitude. I'm grateful for the sun and the moon, my breath. So that makes me so happy. And I don't have anything on my agenda. I could wake up without an alarm. Yes. That
Yeah,
makes
I love that. I remember, I think it was the first episode where I said, I think that's our similarity. Like, the grassroots thing.
yeah.
But back then, I think I said it in terms of our Pollyanna view on things. We're so realistic, but we are genuinely, I think our temperament leans towards happiness.
Yeah, absolutely.
It doesn't take much. Like sometimes I remember a friend of mine, because a big one for me is food. I love to eat. But I remember a friend of mine, I was eating some potatoes and I was just going crazy over these potatoes. And she's like, I wish one day I feel that way about anything in my life as you do about this. So it was so good. But yeah, food definitely makes me happy. My family makes me very happy. My hubby makes me happy. Yeah, waking up every day and figuring it out. Like, I'm so thankful to be here. I'm so thankful that we get the time to be here. And then, yeah, just filling it in with experiences and the people that we love and the people who challenge us to grow even more.
Yes, yes, absolutely. And we'll do this one, then we'll do a part 2 next week. And we'll end with this one. 2 colors. So my colors, mustard, mustard. I love me mustard. I don't, it just makes me very, very happy, and it grounds me. And I love it on I love it on my complexion. I just love mustard. Deep mustard too. And then burnt orange. Those are my colors. Burnt orange and mustard. We only do it 2, so
That's for part 2. It's so funny. From when we were young, we've had our colors, especially our primaries. And it's interesting because your walls represents you. And these purple wall are represent me. Purple for morning, purple phone case, purple wall, purple is. Oh, I'm surprised my car's not purple, to tell you the truth. And it's only because I couldn't find it.
the chair's purple, right, Sam?
Yes, my chair is also purple. My mouse is purple. Yeah, there's a lot of purple in this office. Okay. But yeah, it's just always been a color that I gravitated towards. And I really love a purple where, I love many purple, but especially where it's like equally blue and equally red.
Yes.
It's just a beautiful purple to me.
Yes.
So purple is mine. And then burnt orange is it's close, but I'm going to put it for next week.
Okay.
I'm really starting to get into rose gold.
Oh, that's a nice one. That's a enjoyed it. It's very classy and elegant, and it could also be very casual too. Like I like that.
Yeah, I'm feeling it. And like you said, on our skin,
Yeah. Yes. Our beautiful skin.
are beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I love pink, yes, but there's something about rose gold specifically on our skin around. It just gives me the sense of calm and peace. So I actually did this wall purple.
Yeah.
And I was gonna do my office purple. But once this was done, because my hubby was like, okay, see one wall and see if you want the whole thing purple, right? So I did this one wall and then I was just like, I want that wall rose gold.
Okay.
I want that wall rose gold. So we stopped painting and I'm gonna get rose gold for the one in front of me. And that way I could turn around my desk too, which I'm feeling. And I'm getting like rose golds and purples for this space.
That sounds gorgeous.
Yes.
So that's how it is. You all like start getting to know yourself. Sit with yourself and like really concretely come up with 3 things each. And we're not finished. We just going to do part 2 next week. But I had a client. I don't know if I told you this time. I had a client. Had a client who we were doing the exercise, the same exercise, and I mentioned, bless you, and I was like, what's your favorite? What's your color? And the person told me the color, and I said, oh, so where in your life do you have that color? And they were like, nowhere. I just do a lot of whites and beiges and neutrals, but I love that color, but I don't have it anywhere. And it was a moment for them. It was a moment where they're like, why don't I have what I love in my life? Right? Like they were aware in that moment, I don't have that beautiful yellow in my life. Love that color. So upon our next session, it was so beautiful. They were like, look. The chair was yellow. It was a beautiful. And he was like, and I did this and I painted this and the little things, guys. It's the little things. It's the more you become self-aware, start knowing these things about you, You'll know the type of people you want around you and the type of people you don't. You know, you have plan. You have a self-care plan. Gonna go into some other questions, but you'll know like what's the music you go to when this hang, what's a good movie for you, and these are important things. I know it might seem like they're mundane and they're not important and they're insignificant, but I'm telling you, these are the important things. Things that make you you. These are the things that make you you. Take the time to get to know yourself. That's why we're doing this exercise. And we want you all to practice it with your family, your friends, your coworkers. Get to know
Else. Start there.
yourself.
Yourself. Yeah. Because I feel like a lot of times we go to other people, right? Very similar with a client in terms of her bedroom and what she liked in her bedroom and what she liked in her apartment. And very reflective of everyone else.
Yeah.
A friend who gave her something massive that she had in her space that she wasn't even sure she liked.
See?
And I asked her to turn it backwards, put it in a different space, and see how your bedroom feels.
Yes.
Because this should be, I think, the space that brings you the most peace.
Yeah. Yes.
She moved it out, loved how her bedroom felt.
Yes.
Then remembered something she had that she actually wanted in her bedroom.
Look at that. Look at that.
Right? So cultivating, I think, these questions and answering these questions for yourself, you really do develop a bit of, what do I like? Why am I not doing it? But more importantly, how can I incorporate these things into my life? Because sometimes we get stuck on the not.
Yes, exactly. Very true. Very true. Very true. It reminds me.
When you have it for you a bit, then let's go to the family. Then let's go to the friends. Then let's go. But start here.
Start with the first.
Yeah.
First do you first. Tim, I thought about the movie with Julia Roberts, Runaway Bride.
Yeah.
Didn't know what egg she likes.
Right.
Was so busy being, and I love movies. That's what I do in a lot of like media psychology and media counseling. So the link is in the bio. If you want to have a session with me, the link is in the bio. So sign up and look.
Well, you know what? Can I give you the link for the pillow as well?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'll get that and we can put it in here too.
We'll put the link below. The emotion wheel pillow, which is so great. And then I'll put the link so you can sign up with a session with me. So you can start curating the life that you really do deserve. The Roberts in the movie, she didn't know what egg she liked.
Yeah.
But so busy being everything for everyone, for all these different people that she were engaged to and dated. And she didn't even know what egg she liked. She had to stop, pump the brakes, and dig deep and be like, I don't even know what egg I like. And I know it sounds simple.
Right.
Not.
It's really not. It's not. I'll tap into something from my life that I remember getting to a point, I think I was in my 20s, where I had held up the world for so many people, like family especially, right? And I remember getting to a point where I had compartmentalized emotions so much that I didn't know the right emotion to express in a situation.
That's good. Yeah.
When you said the eggs, that came to mind.
Yeah.
Because you really lose yourself in so many different ways at times.
Yeah.
So any exercise that can draw you back to what you actually like, what you're actually feeling, I think is really important.
Yes.
So thank you for sharing this with us, hon.
Absolutely. Thank you for participating, Tam. My dear leader, my love.
Always, always, babe. You're like, babe, I want to go to the moon. I'm like, babe, let's go. When you want to leave. Not how, why, what, if not, how. We going to figure it out.
Yes. Yeah, we're going to figure it out. Yes, yeah, we're going to figure it out. All right. So you ready to tap out?
Ready to tap out.
All right. So This is Therapist Talk, and I'm Kim,
And I'm Tamiko.
and we will see you next week. Have a great week. Bye.
And take care of you.
Take care of you.